Hello and karibu once again to our show. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Evans Chege and this is Tech Magazine. In this week's show, we'll have tech news whereby we'll feature the different technological news happening in Kenya and around the world. We'll also have Tech Talk with Mr. Steve Mandalia of Fintech Motorcycles. And finally, we'll have Mototech whereby we'll feature Foxconn's new 3 electric vehicles. To kick us off is Tracy Ngeno with Tech News.
Huduma number has been ruled illegal, null and void. Now, Huduma number was an approach by the government to harmonize the database for all Kenyan citizens in a centralized system. The Kenyan Human Rights Commission, in collaboration with other bodies that are aggressive with the protection of rights of citizens in Kenya, are now supporting the move by High Court of Kenya to halt the rolling out of Huduma number in the country. The High Court of Kenya has compelled the government to complete a data protection impact assessment as required by the Data Protection Act 2019 prior to processing of data or rolling out Huduma cards. The Data Protection Act regulates the processing of personal data and information and protects its processing through a Data Protection Commissioner. Huduma number was made official in 2018, with the government of Kenya insisting the exercise was mandatory, despite the High Court ruling that concluded that was a mandatory exercise. Every resident individual shall have a mandatory obligation to present Huduma number in order to be issued with a passport, apply for a driving license, register a mobile phone number, register a voter, pay taxes, transact in the financial market, open a bank account, register a company or public benefit organization, transfer or make any dealings in land, register for power connection, access universal healthcare services, register a marriage, etc. Part of the Huduma bill reads, a consortium of organizations that was working on enforcing of human rights, including the Data Protection Act of 2019, has done an assessment of the processing of Huduma numbers and have found that the process was inadequate. The consortium has determined that the government's National Integrated Identity Management System should complete a detailed risk assessment, developing a range of measures to address the risks and ensure compliance with the data protection law. The digital lenders debt shaming borrowers is to be scrapped. Digital lenders will have to operate under the same laws that bind the business of commercial banks once all the changes in the Central Bank Amendment Bill of 2021 are effected and it passes to law. In a new clause added to the bill, the central bank will be given further authority to revoke licenses provided to these digital lenders if they are found to have breached the confidentiality of the information that their users provide. Despite the Data Protection Bill of 2019 being signed to law, most lenders have been employing unscrupulous means to ensure that borrowers repay their loans. It has been a perennial song of reports from users claiming that several of these companies have gone the extra mile, like reaching out to borrowers' contact list to enforce their loan recovery efforts. The central bank in the past has banned some of these apps from listing with the credit reference bureaus, and Google complemented this move by imposing further restrictions for listing on the Play Store. 2 million Kenyans who are now online borrowers. The popularity of online loans is fueled by the fact that they do not require any form of security. In addition to debt shaming, scraping, and sharing data of their users with third parties, many of these lenders do not disclose all the necessary information to their borrowers. This is ironic considering that the lenders themselves require a lot of personal information before handing out the loans. In light of this, the central bank will also have the authority to revoke or suspend the licenses of those digital lenders who do not reveal complete information like interest rate charged, punishment for defaulting on loans, and the means they will use for recovering their money. This is a requirement that is stipulated in the Consumer Protection Act. Online lender Tala raises 16 billion for expansion and crypto launch. Tala is one of the leading digital lending firms in Kenya. Launched back in 2014, the company is one of the few services that started offering and secured loans to mobile users thanks to the ease of disbursal via M-Pesa. Over the years, we have seen the space grow and is heavily funded. Tala has announced that it has received $145 million in a Series E round. The funds, which translates to about 16.1 billion Kenya shillings, will see the company expand its workforce in 4 new markets. Tala adds that it will reinforce its teams in Kenya, Mexico, the Philippines, India, and the US. The funding round was led by the artificial intelligence lending platform Upstart and the Stellar Development Foundation. New investors also participated in the round, including Kindred Ventures and the J. Safra Group, along with the existing investors including IVP, Revolution Growth, Lowercase Capital, and PayPal Ventures also joined the round, bringing its total funding to more than $350 million. Furthermore, Tala adds that the funds will see it spruce up new financial account experiences, which offers customers fresh tools to borrow. Tala also allows customers to save and manage their money. So far, the firm has disbursed more than $2.7 billion in loans to more than 6 million customers in countries it operates in. Daily, it receives more than 12,000 new customer sign-ups. Kenyan students can now apply and participate in this year's Global Innovation Program, which is taking place in 44 countries worldwide. Named Red Bull Basement, the program is an inspiring innovation program that enables student innovators in all areas of study to kickstart their ideas using technology to drive positive change. It connects students and inspires them to innovate at university today and disrupt the world tomorrow. Speaking during the Launchpad event, Dimension Data General Manager Enterprise Sales Joseph Ouko said today's student entrepreneurs, creators, and innovators are the force that will disrupt the status quo and drive positive change in the future. Hence, there was the need to inspire and nurture them from a younger age. He urged students in all areas of study to take advantage of the program, which provides them with a chance to fast forward the development of their ingenious ideas by applying for Red Bull Basement by 24th October 2021. In this global program, young change makers are empowered to find their voice, showcase their skills and ambitions, and use technology to move tomorrow's world a better place. Students can tap into resources such as mentoring, workshops, networking events, and more, all leading up to a global final where thought leaders, entrepreneurs, and visionaries from around the world collaborate with student teams representing each of the 44 participating countries, Ouko said. To apply for the 2021 edition, 18-plus-year-olds and currently enrolled students simply need to visit the Red Bull Basement website and upload a video that clearly and concisely explains their team idea. The public will be able to give online shoutouts to their favorite ideas, and those shoutouts will be part of the criteria that judges consider along the feasibility, creativity, and impact to determine the national finalists. Then the national teams will have about 5 weeks to further develop their ideas with the help of resources including an international mentorship program before attending an immersive 3-day global final in Istanbul, Turkey, where teams will pitch their projects to a panel of experts. Kenya Breweries Limited set out to solve a problem that had nagged them for some time. The refrigerators they had been supplying to bars, restaurants, and other establishments had been causing them headaches. The alcoholic beverages company had a hard time keeping track of the location of the fridges. Some retailers would switch them off whenever they wanted, and others would simply fail to stock them sufficiently. The brewer linked up with Safaricom and they launched Connected Coolers, a service which uses sensors to monitor the fridges and the internet to relay that information in real time to KBL. At the launch, KBL's sales manager Andrew Kilonzo was enthusiastic about the opportunity ahead, saying, "This new technology is very exciting for us. It is opening up a new opportunity for us to liberate our investment in the market. So we invest the customers by giving them the fridges. What we want to do is make that the utilization is optimal. Eunice Wangoi is tasked with knowing everything about the 5,598 fridges that are on the Connected Cooler service, and so well are they connected that she can monitor and control everything at the click of a button." Innovative electric car manufacturer Tesla is making its way to Africa by quietly installing its first supercharger charging stations in Morocco. While international businesses usually announce such moves through elaborate press releases and glitzy events, Tesla chose to simply install the stations without any notice. Africa's first supercharger stations were spotted in Tangier, near the main highway that connects Morocco's major cities on the Atlantic coast. The company installed 4 supercharger stations capable of delivering 150 kilowatts near the Tangier Al Houra Hilton Resort. The second set of superchargers was installed at the Onomo Hotel in Casablanca, with a similar set of four 150 kilowatts charging stations. The 2 installations comprise the first charging stations in Africa, where Tesla's emergence has been slow despite founder Elon Musk being South African by birth. The 2 stations will make Tesla cars a feasible option for upmarket customers who regularly travel between Tangier, a busy trade hub in Morocco's north, to Casablanca, the country's main economic center. That is all we had for the news. Stay tuned for more.
Thank you, Tracy, for the tech news. Coming up is Tech Talk with Mr. Steve Mandalia.